Hello, YouTube. So, I just wanted to do a quick recording about something I recently dealt with that really kind of irked the crap out of me, to be honest. Um, so, I have a video card, an Asus card, the one that is showing on the screen right now. Um, Same card. I actually have two of these. Uh, Unfortunately, this one here went out after a power supply problem that I had. That I'm guessing is probably sent us electrical spike through it that damaged it in some way, um, and it stopped working. Understandable that kind of thing does happen. What I was wanting to bring up here was the fact that the card's out of warranty. It's a 3.5-year-old card. I bought it in October 2017. Um, and so I knew it was out of warranty, and I contacted Asus customer service about it to see if they offered any kind of repair service on out of warranty equipment, which took a little getting them to understand that I was fully aware that it was out of warranty. But once they understood it, they were like, okay, yeah, we offer, you pay a $35 diagnostics fee, you send the card in, we send you or we give you a shipping label to pay for the shipping. You send the card in, and then our repair center will determine what needs to be done. And I was like, okay, the $35 diagnostics fee, that sounds like a fair price for a diagnostics fee. Totally understandable. So I boxed up the card, I printed out the label, shipped it off to them, um, watched the shipping to make sure it got to where it was supposed to be going, and signed for. And it got there, and one thing that irked me at first was that it had been at the repair center for a week before it even got put into their system at all. I could see it got delivered, but when I contacted them, they got it like on a Wednesday, and when I contacted Asus a week later, it still wasn't showing that it had even had any diagnostics done to it, which that irked me a little bit. But I was kind of like, okay, 1 week time frame, not a huge deal. Maybe they're really busy with doing repairs because of the situation with the current graphics card industry, and chip industry and stuff like that. So I was like, I'll let that slide. So they finally checked it in, and got a repair appraisal the very next day. And the repair appraisal they sent me, and this is not all the documentation with the repair appraisal. This is just the information pertaining to the cost. They wanted to charge me $440 to repair the card. So I called them up and I was like, "You've got to be joking. $440 for this card. It's a 3.5-year-old card. The chip itself is a 5-year-old chip or almost 5-year-old chip, as you can see right here by Tech Power Up. This is the card, by the way. This is the chip that's in the card, July of 2016. Almost a 5-year-old chip at this point. Okay. Uh, I bought the card 3.5 years ago, and you're going to charge me $440 to repair it. And so the customer service person was like, "Well, actually, that's to replace it. They're not going to repair it. They'll just send you a replacement." And I said, "Okay, is that a new replacement, a refurbished?" And they're like, "Well, it'll probably be a new one." And but of course, under things like this, they have the right to send a refurbished um, in these situations if they wanted to, which gives me a 90-day warranty, which is understandable for a refurbished product. If they send me a brand new one, it would probably come with a brand new warranty of another 3 years, which would be great. But still, it's $440 for a 3.5 year, 5-year technology related card. Are you kidding me? I paid $425 for this card 3.5 years ago, and you're quoting me $15 more 3.5 years later. No, I don't think so. That's ridiculous. Um, so I told him, I said, no. I said, that's ridiculous. I said, even if you're replacing the card, it's not worth $440 brand new out of the box in today's standards. I mean, yeah, with the current graphics card situation going on, sure. Prices are skyrocket. You can't get 20s, the GTX 20 series. You can't get the GTX 30 series. Um, you can sometimes get GTX 16 series or 10 series, but even those are hard to get, and the prices for them are ridiculously overpriced. But that's the retail market. That's what the retail market is like right now for them. That should not be what the cost of replacing my card is out of your own stock sitting in the warehouse. Okay. Um, so I was like, no, that's ridiculous. Well, we can give you a 10% discount is what I received. Well, that's still $396 out of a $440 cost. That's $44 off. So that's $396 plus tax. Don't forget, I still got to pay tax. Um, so no, I mean, that's still going to be 410 bucks after tax or 415 bucks after tax. No, that's ridiculous. I'm paying almost the same price I paid 3.5 years ago for this replacement card. And here's the thing, if this was my only video card, then I might have to say, okay, I'm going to bite the bullet, even though I really think I'd still be getting screwed over for doing it. But um, okay, I got to bite the bullet. Luckily, I was running this card in SLI with a exact same second card, so I'm still able to run my computer on the single card, which runs fine, works great, have no problem with, plays everything I want it to play. I don't have any problems with any of the games. I don't ever have to set anything at like low or medium quality for my games that I play. So, I'm fine on a single card, but still, that's ridiculous. And my thing to Asus about this is really it's shame on you. Shame on you for trying to screw over your customers. I understand that, it's out of warranty, but, you know, if you're not going to give them a reasonable price to repair or replace the card based on the age of that technology, age of that card, then you shouldn't even be offering to do that, because you know what? I wasted 35 bucks sending it into you on a diagnostics fee for something I already knew. You sent me an email back with a simple problem: Linux diag test program fail with error code. Well, no, duh. No, duh. Failed with an error code. I mean, my computer would even post with the card in there. Okay, I think if I remember right, I think I was getting a B2 error. So of course you got an error code. You're not telling me anything I don't already know. So, that's useless information. So if anyone from Asus happens to see this, um, then I hope you come back to me and uh, comment on this if you want. Hopefully, constructive comment, not something derogatory. And, because if your repair center had come back and said, hey, um, we'll repair it for $200, or we'll replace it for 200, or maybe even $250, you know what? I would have taken you up on that. I would have said, sure, okay, that's a reasonable price. I understand. I'm out of warranty. I need to pay for it for me to get it either repaired or replaced. $250 for a 3.5-year-old card, a 5-year-old chip. That's a reasonable price in my opinion. Okay. Um, and here's the thing, this issue with the graphics cards today, it's not going to be that way forever. You're not going to be able to price gouge the crap out of your customer base forever. People are going to stop buying graphics cards. Um, or that it's going to slow down, or what hopefully will happen is the chip manufacturing will catch back up like it usually does, and you won't have stock problems like you do. The supply and demand will equalize back to how it had been in the past. And then you're going to have these cards just sitting on a shelf in a warehouse because you can't offload them. And, the only other option is for you to discount them as you normally would have done anyway, and put them in retail at a severely discounted price, because they're certainly not going to sell brand new at the prices today. So anyway, that's my gripe, and I hope you have a good day, YouTube. Thanks.